Welcome back. This is Sweetman.eth, and today we're going to be showing you how to create a scholarship in Axie Infinity. So if you're someone like me, you've played Axie Infinity, you own your Axies, at least 3 Axies, but you kind of want to transition your role instead of directly playing the game to earn the in-game assets. You want someone else to have the opportunity to play. Those other people might be from a developing country where they don't have the money to buy their first Axie, or they just don't want to spend the money to get in, but they do have time that they can invest into the game. So there's 5 steps to create an Axie scholarship so that you as the owner can passively earn in-game assets, and your scholar can earn assets as well without having the cost of entry. 5 steps are: first, you will create a new Ronin wallet. Second, you will create a new account in Axie Infinity. Third, transfer your Axies from this account where I own my Axies right now. Send those Axies to the scholarship account. 4, download the QR code of your new account so that you can send it over to your scholars. And then finally, send that QR code to your sponsors or your scholars. Let's get started with step number 1. Let's create a new Ronin wallet. So what I'm going to do is I open up Ronin, and then I'm going to click the little profile, click create account, and I'm going to call this Jose Scholarship number 2. They already have 1 scholarship, and I'm creating this as a second scholarship for, I've got 2 scholars, 1 in Thailand and 1 in the Philippines that found me from some of the content I make. Okay, so we'll create that Ronin wallet. Done. The first step's done. We've created a new wallet. Each wallet protects your assets, and we'll talk about it more in a little bit. You want to create a different wallet for each of your Axie accounts so that you can keep your Axie. It gives you as the manager more control, and it gives your scholars more freedom to not have to be hesitant about doing what they want. They have a lot more freedom when you give them their own entire sandbox environment to play in. So we've created the new Ronin wallet. Next up, we want to create the new Axie account. So I'm going to sign out of my current account, log in with Ronin wallet. And now by default it should prompt me to, okay, Jose Scholarship 2. So this is my new account. That is what I want to sign in with, so I'll confirm. And I'm going to call this again Jose Scholarship number 2. Going to try to keep the names the same across the board so that I can do a better job of associating it. My mouse battery's going to die. Alright, so I don't have any Axies right now. I don't have any inventory. This is a brand new account that doesn't have anything. So we've now set up the account. So now we've done step number 1. We set up the new Ronin wallet. Step number 2, we have created the new Axie account. Step 3, let's transfer the Axies. So now I'm going to log out of here, log in with Ronin, and it's going to be in the wrong account, so I'm going to want to change this. So I'll cancel. I'll go back into Ronin. What's going on, Ronin? Okay, and now we swap back to my main account where I hold all my Axies. So we'll log in to that original account. Once I've logged in, I can then see my Axies again. So now I want to send these Axies. I always get there's no reason, but I get a little hesitant when I send things on the blockchain. Because when you own your wallet, the nice part is nobody can steal from you. So the scholars that I give these Axies to, they don't own the private key, so they have no way of stealing the Axies from me if they want to steal the Axies from me. The downside is there's no real recovery. So if I send this to a different player or to some scammer, or I mess up where I'm sending this to, I can lose ownership of my Axies permanently, and Sky Mavis will have no way of really getting me those Axies back because it's a blockchain. It's trustless. We don't have to trust the central party, and it's permissionless. We can't give permission with our addresses. Our assets can't be recovered if they're lost. So I'm going to copy this address of who I want to send to. I'm going to go back to my account number 1. Now I'm going to send the Axie that I kind of care the least about, which is my beast. I've got a team of a plant, a beast, and an aquatic. So I'm going to gift this over to my new Ronin wallet. I'm going to verify, okay, it does say Jose Scholarship 2 there, so that looks good. I understand that the level will reset to 1 after I transfer, which is fine, so I'll gift it. Gift it. It's probably loading the Ronin wallet transaction, so I'll be patient. Or maybe it's not. Bought Axies. Okay, let's try gifting again. Okay, well, let's refresh the page. Okay, this time it loaded my wrapped ETH balance. Should pop up Jose Scholarship 2. It did. Let's gift it again. Or at least attempt to gift it again. There we go. So Ronin opens up. It prompts me to approve the transaction. We're sending it from my main account over to the Jose Scholarship. And one of the nice parts about Ronin is there's no gas fees associated with this. I get 100 free transactions, so I can send this Axie and it doesn't cost me anything, which is awesome. Way different from when this game was on ETH main chain, and if I wanted to send an Axie, it was going to cost me at least $50, up could be over $100 US. So, sending it, going to confirm this. We have now sent it, and now let's continue going through and transfer the other Axies. So we transferred the beast, now let's transfer, I really like this aquatic, so I'm going to I'll just send it over now. There's no reason to be worried. Gift, paste this, Jose Scholarship 2, gift, should open up Ronin. I approve the transaction in Ronin. Going from my account over to Jose Scholarship, confirm, close. Now we'll go back to my third Axie, my plant tank. Gift this guy. Lots of heals up in this one. Jose Scholarship, gift it. And we've got my plant Axie going from account 1 to Jose Scholarship. Confirm that transaction. And we should now be done. So let's go over to my account. And I should now have no Axies when I refresh the page. These should all be gone. Okay, it looks like my beast has successfully transferred and the other 2 are still in progress. Okay, we now only have the plant. Everything else has resolved. And I still have my plant. We'll just assume that the plant is gone. It will be gone in a couple seconds. I'm now going to log into the new account. So I'll log out, switch my wallet. This is a big difference between previous gaming paradigms where you sign in with the username and password, which does still exist. But to be able to just authenticate with a wallet that only you have the private key to is a very unique paradigm in the play-to-earn blockchain crypto gaming sphere. So we switch over to my new Scholars account, log in with the Ronin wallet. It'll prompt me to sign with Jose's wallet. Boom, this is me signing in. I am now signed in, and I have 3 Axies. So my new account now has all 3 Axies, so I've successfully set up the Scholarship account. We have transferred the Axies. Up next, we're going to download the QR code. The QR code is how the scholars are actually going to sign in to play the game. Because, like I just said, I'm the only one that owns the wallet, and I don't want to give that wallet to the scholars, because if I give the scholars the wallet, then they can sell my Axies, they can trade my Axies, they can mess with the asset that I own. I want them to have access to play the game, but I don't want them to own. I don't want them to own my Axies. So I don't think I can actually generate this QR code until I create a username and password. So I will create that email password. I think I just set up a new Gmail account for this. Gmail. Axie Scholarship Jose. I'll copy the username. Boop. And I'm going to make the password just password for right now. I'm going to write down a secure password. I'm going to do this on another screen so that y'all can't see it. So I'm going to add a new account, and I'm just going to copy that so that I can add a login. Name is that. I also need this URI. Okay, I've added the URI. Now my username is going to be this over here. Paste that. I'm going to generate a new password, select the password, save it. Now I can go to Axie. Actually, I can do this over here so that you can see. So now that I've created the new account, I've got my account right here, so I can copy the password. And then I can paste the password, confirm. I have now set up email and password. So what this will allow is the scholars will now be able to log in on desktop. So if they want to play Axie Infinity on desktop, they can. I need to confirm the new email, so I'm going to go over to mail. I created this Gmail account specifically for the Axies as well, mostly because I already used my other accounts for other Axie accounts. So what I'm going to do is sign in with this Axie account, or this Gmail. Find the Axie verification email, copy the code, go back over here, paste the code, confirm. And okay, so now I have set up my account. I now have a QR code, so I can now save the QR code. And I wonder if I can sign into Instagram from here. Jose Scholarship 2 Axie. So I'll save that to desktop. Now let's see if I can go to Instagram and send this. Because my Axie scholars found me over on, you know what? I'm not going to do it from here, mostly because I don't want to show private Instagram information. I'm not sure who's messaged me right now. But I've downloaded the PNG, so now all that I have to do is send this PNG over to the Axie scholars, and then they can play. One last thing I'll show is, let's switch roles. Let's pretend I'm not the manager anymore, but I am the scholar. I'm ready to play. I don't have the login info yet, but I have downloaded Sky Mavis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Sky Mavis, which allows me to play Axie Infinity on my computer. So now I will play. I actually think I'm signed into the wrong account right now. Yeah, this is the old account, so let me see if I can boop, 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 boop. Let's just exit out of that. Yeah, that team validation will have failed because I don't own them anymore. So I will log out. Now I can log in with my email and password, so I can copy my, I'll just copy the password, Axie Scholarship Jose at gmail.com. Axie Scholarship Jose at gmail.com. Tab, paste my password, verify over here. So again, I'm the scholar. I'm just logging into with the credentials that my manager provided me. And now when I log in, I have access to play Axie Infinity with my Axies. So I can play the game. And then I can battle. Oh, whoops, I can't do anything right now because I don't have any teams, so I can create a new team. Do I want to do this? Or do I want to let them... I think I want to let the Axie players, I don't want to do this for the Axie scholars, so I'm going to let them set up their account and do everything. So this is how a scholar would play. And then if the scholar wants to see, hey, how much have I earned? Because as they start to play, they're going to accrue the SLV, Small Love Potion, which for my scholars, the deal I've worked out is that as the scholar, the person who's playing, they get to keep 80% of what they earn, so well over the majority, and in the power law distribution, they are the power holder. And I, as the manager, who's really not doing any work, but I did invest the upfront capital, and I'm the one that's managing all of the risk, I get to keep 20%. So the scholars get to keep 80%, I get to keep 20%, but as you play the game, you might start to wonder, okay, how much have I earned? And to get that, I look up Axie Scholar Tracker. And then this first link is the Scholar Tracker. And at that point, all that I have to do is I can copy my Scholar's Axie account. I can paste the Ronin address. I'll name this one Jose 2. And the manager's share is 20%, which means that the scholar's share is 80%. I add them, and then we can see, okay, so here's all the accounts that I have. Here's the new account that I just set up, and it has never been claimed. There is no SLP earned. It's a super low ranking. And then I have my original Axie scholarship account. These scholars in there have earned 611 small love potions, and it looks like we've claimed none of those, and I don't think we can claim it until the 25th of October, so another 5 days until we can claim it. And then you can see that as the manager, I will get 122 of those small love potions, and the scholar for playing, they will earn 489 small love potions. So this is how I can manage my scholars. I can manage all my scholars in one easy view. Now that I've got two different scholarship accounts, I can send one to one of the brothers and the other payout to the other brother and keep them kind of separate. And as I continue to grow my Axie scholarships, and if I create another scholarship, I can add it here to make management very transparent, both for me as the manager as well as for the scholar themselves. That's everything. To recap again, the 5 steps for creating a scholarship is 1, create a new Ronin wallet. Step 2, create the new Axie account. Step 3, transfer the Axies from your main Axie account over to the new scholarship account. Step 4, download the QR code. And step 5, send that QR code over to your scholars. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below or find me on any social media platform at sweetman.eth. That's my ENS domain, so you should be able to find me. I'm the only one that can be sweetman.eth. So let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. This is Sweets, signing off.